Dennis, if not for 2024, at least for Akwatia, you don't think Musa deserves an apology?
I'll come to that. Let me stick to the substantive matter. Our democracy is bigger than an individual. So let me first of all congratulate the NDC for winning Akwatia by election. But I think the biggest congratulations goes to the people of Akwatia. And I was there, in and out. I'll tell you what, I think the resilience the Akwatia people showed is one that almost every constituency must show in order to safeguard our democracy. Yesterday was largely peaceful, at least as compared to Ablekuma North and the by-elections we've seen recently. And I think it is because of the people of Akwatia. They sent a strong caution to everybody coming there that this is our territory. Don't even start. And it was something that the young people in Akwatia constantly spoke about. They told everybody that, hey, don't bring your machos here. Because we are macho ourselves. And anybody that knows Akwatia knows that. As for them, if you want macho, or people who are not afraid of those things, you can find them there. And I think largely it led to everybody comporting themselves. Because the macho men were there.
Yeah.
Plenty. Some of your cameras even caught some of them. And you could see macho men now hiding behind trees and hiding behind pickups, because you can't do that in Akwatia. And I think this should be the beginning of the NDC turning a new leaf with their constant violence in elections. At least winning Akwatia without violence should let them know that you can indeed win an election without shedding blood. For the first time. This is the first time they won any by-election without shedding blood. This is the first time NDC has won any by-election in this country without shedding blood, and he knows it. And I think that this should be the learning curve. This should be the learning curve for them to understand that, oh, you can actually win an election without necessarily shedding blood. So when he speaks of things have changed, indeed things have changed. Our democracy has grown. Our democracy has matured. Then the next level of appreciation goes to the police. Come on. They were there. They showed presence. Me, I've always had my issues with police. But I always say that, should I have any emergency, I have nobody else to call than to call the police. Yeah. So always mine is to encourage them, critique where it's necessary, but encourage them to do better than they did. And I think that Akwatia, they were fine. But I still think there are little issues with our policing. Because, Hamza, if you still have a situation where even with the presence of the uniform, there are citizens who are bold enough to still attack other people, then there's a problem. Yeah. Because people seem to think that our police are only there to, like they say in Twi, pata people, to separate people. And so they are no longer afraid. Because I see somebody throwing a punch above the heads of policemen to his. Come on, the person should be bundled immediately. So that others standing by will know that if you want to see the whole day, then you have to behave. I think that's a problem. The biggest shame of yesterday goes to Sofo Azoka. Wherever he is this morning, he should bow his head in shame. He should be ashamed of himself. He should be ashamed of his attitude. He should be ashamed of the character he has built for himself. And realize that, indeed, this is 2025. Violence has no place in our democracy. Violence has no room in our elections. But for Azoka yesterday, I don't think we would even have a single complaint of anything. There were macho men there. Yeah. Why? Everybody, NDC had macho men there, NPP had macho men there, but nobody threw a punch. And that is even a testament to show that having macho men present at an election doesn't necessarily lead to violence. Sometimes I keep saying, when I have a gun to Hamza's head, and he has a gun to my head, there will be peace. There will be peace. There would always be peace when I have a gun to him. But the problem will come. There will be violence when Hamza has a gun in my head, on my head,
and you don't.
And I don't have. So me, I don't have no problem. Bring 10, I bring 10. Then we are seeing each other. Then there's peace. You understand? And yesterday it was demonstrated. But Sofo Azoka should be ashamed of himself wherever he is this morning, and should understand that. I mean, how can a 70-year-old man be instigating violence? And for you to be in front of cameras, and I was even laughing when I saw him, make a fist. I look at you, I'm like, this one, if I'm standing in front of you, you can't even throw this punch. But he threw, I'm telling you, 70 years. Are you sure? 70 years. Unless you are a spirit. 70 years. But even when you
how would you know if he's not?
But why? All of us, I come from Latte. I'm not afraid of spirits. I come from Latte. I'm not afraid of spirits. You understand? I'm not afraid of spirits. Spirits come and people tap their heads and they keep quiet. Come on. Everybody, you know that there are metals, cut metals. So we should all be careful. The only thing that is omnipotent is God, Allah. Beyond that, all other spirits are nonsense. You understand? So when you come to a space like that and you are viewing spirit, you should be careful because you don't know the spirit the other person is also coming with. Because so long as you know your spirit is not of God, then you know that it's not omnipotent. So there could be another one higher than yours. You must be sensible. I give credit yesterday to the NDC third vice chairman for the high level of restraint and emotional intelligence.
You mean the NPP?
The NPP is the third vice chairman. Yes, Alhaji Masaudu. Because but for that show of emotional intelligence yesterday, that place would have sparked into something else. Because you know he had boys behind him.
Yes.
Azoka also had boys behind him. So when Azoka's boy hit him, I was afraid. But I thank God for that split second of emotional intelligence. I think this morning, the NDC leadership should be calling Azoka and say, hey, you are 70 years, enough is enough. Go home and rest. And if you're not going to, it's probably over. if you're not going to rest, then allow the people to have some peace. Now, Hamza,
but is there any merit to what allegedly led to this?
No, there's no sense in it. Not even just merit. There's no sense. It's complete foolishness. It's complete foolishness. I mean, I've told you, anything violence, I don't go into. It's complete foolishness. You do not fight, especially grown men. It's not embarrassing that you have a vice chairman of the party in power standing in public holding first. What is it that is happening that you cannot use math or the police or law to deal with? Why? An old man at your age, you've done this. Let the boys even do it. He himself did this.
But do you go take down party paraphernalia of your opponent? So
there's a law, there's a process. So the fact that Hamza removed my number plate means that I should beat him. Why? You understand? Why? 2025, Hamza removed my, so I'm going to beat him. No, it doesn't happen that way. I'm saying that nothing should warrant fist cuff. That is my argument. Like nothing, absolutely nothing. Like no excuse. No excuse. And NPP and NDC largely demonstrated that at Akwatia. And I must give credit to the NDC because, I mean, you barely have the NDC behave themselves in this manner. And I think they did very well, very, very, very well in Akwatia. And I'm urging them to continue, you know. Now, I hear Hamza all of a sudden becoming a political scientist and advice. Come on, these NDC guys. If there's anybody that is not learning, it's them. How many elections have we had in this country? 9.
Yes.
How many have they won? They won 4. 4. We won 4 until the very recent one. You haven't won too many elections more than us. Why are you preaching to us? It is not as if you have won elections, be plenty, and we are not winning, so you are coming to advise us. Simply because you won the 7 months ago one, all of a sudden you have become a political scientist.
By the margins with
where were you when you were losing 2016 by the highest margin at that time? You see, the point is that at the time 2016 you lost. It was unimaginable. And then it happened in a bigger way in 2024. That should tell you that yours could even be 2.5 million in the next one. You understand what I'm saying? So all of a sudden, for you to be attacking engineer and basically spending 15 minutes on him, unprovoked, tells you the level of arrogance these NDC guys have gotten simply because they won one election 7 months ago, and all of a sudden they think that.
Now you agree with the engineer.
Oh, can you? I don't agree with him. I'm not happy with your attack on him. That and then don't come and cut me. I watched the time. He did 25 minutes.
He didn't do 25 minutes. Dennis, he didn't do 25 minutes.
Okay, you let me continue.
This is your timer. We need to check it. This is your timer needs to be
audited.
Let me
continue. So you see, the NDC all of a sudden have won an election 9 months ago. And all of a sudden they are the best political scientists in this world. And I ask myself, how many have you won over us? Come on, we've had 9 elections. We won 4. You've just won your 5th one. So you don't have anything superior over us. Whatever we did, that made us remove your military regime, okay, in 2000. And then we came to power between 2000 and 2008. We'll do it again and come to power in 2028. Whatever we did, that made us remove your party in 2016 and came back to power for the last 8 years. We'll do it. If you had all this sense, all these political acumen, you were in opposition for 8 years. You just came back. You were in opposition for 8 years. You couldn't win election in 2016.
They've seen the light.
You couldn't win election in 2020. Okay? Why are you all of a sudden pointing to yourself the best political strategies in this world? And who says you cannot win an election in this country with even one region. If the numbers say so. We are running a system that says that you get 50 plus one of the people who turn out.
Yeah.
So all this region thing, stop it.
You think it doesn't hold water? It doesn't work?
Because we don't vote on tribal line. We don't go and put tribes in places and say this tribe come with this tribe. It doesn't matter.
But wouldn't it be better for you if you are winning in more regions than
it doesn't matter
now?
It doesn't matter.
You think we should just stick to the numbers?
It is population. The numbers is what they say. That thing is majority. Majority. Why are you discounting the efficacy of the majority? So if, for example, there are 20 regions, and out of the 20 regions, I win one, and the one is the majority, you are saying we should ignore it. We are talking about voice of every voter. And you are talking about geographical and political demarcations. Political demarcations. We are talking about the voice of each voter. Every citizen must have a voice. It is the voice of the majority of the citizens that matter. And you are talking about political demarcations. We don't run that kind of system in Ghana. When we begin to run that kind of system, then we talk about you are criticizing the engineer, telling him that he should accept the system we run. And you are making some other bogus, analysis.
So you think you have national representation irrespective of the political demarcation?
The national representation is about the numbers you get when you have the majority. It is about the numbers. It is about the numbers. The law says that when we go into an election, get 50 plus 1. If you get 50 plus 1, the law says that is the national representation that you have. Now, Nana, the NDC speak, and sometimes I wonder what it is that they think they are doing or where they think they are. We're in this country. When the NDC split into 3, they didn't die. They split into 3. Do you remember NDP? Obeda Samoa?
Yeah.
Francis Esiam. Where did they come from? Where did they come from? Didn't they go and pour pepper and hot water on Francis Esiam and Obeda Samoa and Co at an NDC conference in Koforia? Bedizedin and Co. Did they die? Is NDC not here? Why is he preaching to us and making it look like NDC? And he says from 1992. Which 1992? Since 1992, your party has split into 3. Since 1992. How dare you? Because you won power in 7 months, all of a sudden, you are arrogating to yourself a certain invisibility. Since 1992, your party, do you remember Fonka Games? Never in the history of this country could anybody imagine that the founder's wife, the founder of the NDC's wife, would leave the party and form a party.
Yeah.
What moral authority do you have to make it look like you are some superpower? You are no superpower. You won an election in 2024, just as NPP won an election in 2016 and 2020. Keep quiet. Focus on the job. Fix the situation. As we speak, you have crudely removed the Chief Justice of the Republic of Ghana based on allowances and based on the transfer of her own subordinates. That is what you should be worried about. If there is anybody that is putting or threatening our democracy, it is your party and your government and the manner in which you are destroying every institution in this country. Fix that. As we speak, dollar has come down, but prices are high. Fix it. As we speak, gold holders are keeping the gold in their pockets because you are monopolizing the gold and you are giving them prices they don't want. Fix it. As we speak, the dollar that you made so much noise about and came all the way to 10, and you said that it was coming to 5, in the last 2 days has risen and almost hitting 12 cedis. Even when it was 10 cedis, Aboagye was selling it for 13 cedis. Today, it is 12 cedis. Fix it. As we speak, students in Abri girls, some of them are having only 1 meal in a day. Some are sleeping on the floor. Fix it. Those are the things that you should concentrate on. You see, there is no law that says that when you won 2024 elections, the entire country was mortgaged to you. The country had given you a mandate. Leave NPP's business to ourselves. If you didn't die after your party split into 3, if you didn't die after your party split into 3, then NPP will not die. If you didn't die, when the founder, do you know now Aboagye Rollins is a co-founder of the NDC? You know how formidable she was in the formation of the NDC. She has left your party. You didn't die. We will not die. The NPP is the most democratic party you can think of in this country. We will not die. We would fix ourselves. We will reorganize ourselves. We will remobilize ourselves and make sure that we take power away from the NDC and save this country from the incompetence in 2028. So yours is not to be concerned about NPP. Yours is to look at how the basic things you promise the people you are unable to do. Those are the things you should.
Right, wrap it up for me.
Now,
wrap it up for me.
In his attack with on engineer, he goes about and says, "Which minister did you see there?" He's lying. Who
did you see?
Sam George was there. In fact, let me tell you something.
Not on election.
Let me tell you something. I remember on Sunday, on our way from one community to the other, I was in the vice president convoy. Sam George actually.
You the vice? Oh no, you mean Dr. Bauda?
Yes, former vice president.
Right.
Sam George actually asked us to park so that his convoy will pass. Former vice president too. I'm telling you, and he actually passed us. He passed. I was like, hey, Charlie.
But he's your friend.
Yes.
He told you so over here.
Oh, Missy Opaya, I catch the vice president convoy. Told the vice president convoy to park. That was when I realized that Charlie.
Power sweet.
Power, yeah. Like, in fact, I was regretting because I realized I didn't use power.
That's why you actually felt the loss.
He was there. The Upper East Regional Minister was in Akwatia, all the way from Upper East. In fact, go to the Upper East Regional Coordinating Council Facebook page. He has posted his campaign he's doing at Akwatia on that page. And I'm sure Hamza is not happy about that because Hamza is an intellectual. He won't understand why you would post your campaign for NDC in Akwatia on the Upper East Regional Coordinating Council's page. But he's there. Which minister wasn't there? The chief of staff himself spent days in Akwatia. There's nothing wrong with it. Absolutely nothing wrong with that. I disagree with engineer if he sought to make a point that there was something wrong with it. There's nothing wrong. But Hamza should have been lying and creating an impression that the engineer doesn't know what he's talking about. That I will not take. I am here to protect. I'm here to protect citizens who are attacked. But as I respond. Oh no, why would you respond?